Hello everyone. Welcome to podcast with a dose of inspiration with Ali. And in life, we live through so many things, and a lot of us were lost. We were living a life without a meaning, without intention. We don't even know what's the reason behind our living, and we always feel that there is something missing. So I started this podcast so we can share, we can wake up and we can share different story with inspiring people who did it and who make it happen, who were lost and who found themselves, who find a meaningful life with intention, with purpose, with a meaning. Please help me welcome Fanny Christfed from Switzerland, from Geneva. Hello.
Hello, Ali.
How are you?
Hello. Fine. I'm so good. I'm very, very well. And how are you?
I'm doing very good. Thank you for being in this podcast. And I'm looking, and all my audience is looking to listen to your story and bring hope. That's what we are missing with this COVID-19, with this pandemic. We want story of hope. We want story of resiliency. We want story that to tell us that we matter. We're strong the way we are, and
Mm,
that is the core. When we speak from our heart, we make life good. Take it from there,
exactly.
my friend.
Yes. Oh, Ali, thank you so much for inviting me. It's really, really an honor, and it's my pleasure to be with you. And to all of it, and with all of you guys, thank you, all of you listening to us. I'm so exciting. I'm so exciting to be able to be here and to share with you, to spend this time together. Um, I want just to. There is this great question that I love asking to my audience. I always love asking, how many of you have goals that they want to achieve in life? I believe that all of us was born with something in our heart, with a heart desire, with something that we want to do. And as you take time to reflect on your goal, here is one thing that I want to tell. I know about you. I don't know you people who are listening to us, but I know something about you. I know you are precious. I know you are unique. I know you have greatness within you. How do I know that? Well, first of all, because you are God's creation, created in the image and the likeness of God. Therefore, you carry God's power inside of you. You carry God's nature and God's greatness inside of you. And I also know that you have greatness within you based on my past experience. No one could have told me that I would be the life coach and the leadership coach that I am today. No. No one could have told me that I would be the motivational speaker that I am today, traveling across the world, inspiring, motivating, uplifting so many people, millions of people. No. I remember many years ago, I was not the person that I am today, the person that is sharing with you today. I was a legal assistant frustrated, and I was full of fear of rejection, fear of criticism, fear of I was so full of all sorts of fear. I always I was always scared of people judgment, people opinion. And I was also full of lack of self-esteem, lack of self-confidence, always seeking people's approval. I hated my life. I hated what I was going through because I knew that I was not doing what I was born to do. I knew that that was not my life, but I was not willing enough to change. I was not willing enough. I even remember some of my classmates and my friends, they used to call me spaghetti. Can you imagine being called Pasta Ali? They used to call me spaghetti, Lord, this pasta. Oh my God. It's true that those years I was so slim. But I hated that name, that label. I don't know. I had this feeling of living a useless life, a meaningless life, but I was not willing enough to change until one day. Someone say one day. Ali, say one day. There is always a one day in
One
people's life.
day.
There is always a turning point, a defining moment in people's life. And one day, I had a terrible shock, Ali. I called my 3 years old boy, and he came crying. And I asked him, "Why are you crying, baby?" And he said to me, "Because I'm scared of you, Mama. I'm scared of you. I'm scared that you beat me. I'm scared that you shout at me. You're always shouting. You're always screaming. You're always angry. I'm so scared, Mama." And I look at this boy, and tears came on my eyes. I was so sad because the person that I loved so much was the person that I was terrifying. I was so, so sad. And that day I took a radical decision.
Mhm.
I took the decision to do all that it takes to help my son believe in himself and become the leader that he was born to be. I don't know, you people listening to me, how many of you have ever loved someone to the extent that, how many of you have ever loved someone to the extent that you are ready to lift up mountains for that person? You are ready to do all that it takes. Let me see your hands. How many of you have ever been to that position? That you love someone so much that you want to do everything to make that person proud of you. That was me. I was ready. I was ready to fight my fears. I was ready to do all that it takes. I was ready to become a no matter what person to help my son believe in himself, to become a positive role model for my kids and for my generation. So I started from that day working on myself. I started working on asking myself, who am I? Why am I here? What is the reason of my presence here on earth? And I started seeking for all these questions, working on myself, working on my thought, working on my declaration. I discovered that one of my biggest problems was my mindset. And I started working on myself and working on my mindset. And I just want to encourage someone. You people listening to us, I want to tell you that your dream life is possible. I want to tell you that whatever dream you have in your heart, it is possible. I say it is possible. You can make it, and you will make it. Yes, you can make it. Yes, your dream is possible. But in order to experience your greatness, in order to live your dream life, you must experience inner transformation. Information is good, but information doesn't change people. Only inner transformation will take you to your dream life. And so today with you, Ali, and with all the people listening to us, I just want to share some few thoughts with you people just to encourage you. Actually, it's more a reminder because these are all the things that you know already. But sometimes it's good to be reminded, right?
Exactly.
Sometimes it's good to be reminded. So the first reminder that I want to share with you today is let it go. Let go of your past. So, Ali, I want you to say with me, let it go.
Let it go.
And I don't know, those people listening to us, I want you to say to yourself, let it go or be dragged. Let it go. Let go of your past. I mean, yesterday is gone. There is nothing more than you can do about yesterday. So only what you are doing today will impact your future. Decide to forget about the past. Decide to forget all those who hurt you. Yes, I know they've hurt you. but let it go. Forgive them. And decide to forgive yourself for all those that you have hurt. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Let it go. Winston Churchill said that the best way to predict your future is to create it today, now. I mean, today is a new day with new opportunities, new blessings. Focus on today, because only today will affect and will determine the future that you want in life. Let it go. Forgive yourself and forgive all those who hurt you. I mean, I remember there is an African quote who said that forgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to die. I mean, it won't happen. Only you will die. The person will not die. And I know that you don't want to die now, right? Because you still got stuff to do.
Exactly.
You still got stuff to do. So choose to forgive. Choose to let it go. I mean, that dream in your heart is so big, is so important that you cannot afford to carry on your shoulder the burden of unforgiveness. Drop it down. Drop it down. Because you need all your energy and all your strength to pursue that dream, to fulfill that dream. Nelson Mandela said that forgiveness is the character of the great. I want to add saying that forgiveness is the character of the winner. Are you a winner? Let me see the winner in the house. Are you a winner? Yes, Ali, you're a winner. Yes, and I know that people listening to us, they are winners. So let it go. Forgive. Forgive. I mean, choose to die daily of your past. Choose to release yourself. Set yourself free. Free yourself daily. I mean, there is my favorite book says that, forgive me my trespasses as I forgive those who trespasses me. Have you forgiven those who trespasses you? Because you need to forgive those who trespasses you in order to expect to be forgiven too. Forgive yourself. Let it go. Let go of your past. There is nothing more that you can do about it. Your future is before you. Let it go. I mean, be like Paul, who said that, one thing I know, forgetting that which are behind me and reaching forth to that which are before me, I press towards the mark for the future of the higher calling of God. Press towards your goal. Press towards your dream. Let it go. Let go of the past. Free yourself. You deserve it. Do it. I mean, give yourself a chance. Give yourself a permission to fulfill that great dream in your heart by releasing all those people from your heart. Release them. The second reminder that I want to share with you as you press towards your goal, here is one thing that it's necessary for you to experience in order to unleash your greatness. It's necessary for you to discover who you are. Who do you say you are? You are not your past mistakes. No, 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 no. You are not what your friends, your colleague, your classmates said about you. No. You're not even what society says about you, because society says a lot of negativity about us instead of speaking about our potential. You're not even what your parents says you are. No. You are God's unique, unrepeated miracle, chosen out of 1 million spermatozoids. I mean, you're the apple of God's eyes. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are great. You are bold and courageous. You are strong. You are free. You have greatness inside of you. You are worthy. You are amazing. You are successful. You are confident. Oh, yes. That's who you are. I remember Agnes Martin says that until you discover the truth about your identity, you will be tied up in a repetition of this life. So take the time to discover your real identity, not what people says about you, but what your creator, the one who created heaven and the earth and all created things. Take time to discover who he says about you, because he says only great things about you. He said that you are his child. You are the apple of his eyes. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. You are an overcomer. Oh, you are more than a conqueror. You are great. Repeat those things to yourself. And as you repeat and you repeat those words to yourself, they will become your reality. Because when you know who you are, you cannot be shaken. Whatever will come to you will not shake you, because you know who you are. You will be like a rock. No storm will pull you down. Take the time to repeat to yourself who God says about you. You are that beautiful person. You are that awesome person. You are that person with greatness. Yes, you are. You have greatness within you. You deserve great things. You deserve it. And as you think about who you are, as you meditate on your real identity, you might as well take the time to discover your why. What is the reason of your presence here on earth? What were you born to do? What were you born to do? What is that thing that resonates so strongly in your heart? And you know, and you know, and you know, and you know inside of you that you were born to do that. What is that thing that brings you joy, excitement, that brings you so much happiness? Oh, take the time. Take the time to discover your why. Take the time to discover your why, because there is a why for your life. I mean, Winston Churchill said that it's not enough to have lived. You should be determined to live for something great. What is that great thing that you are determined to live for? What is that thing? I mean, what can make a man be willing to spend 27 years in prison instead of being with his wife and his children? What can make a man be willing to face shame, humiliation, and all sorts of disgrace? Because Nelson Mandela knew his why. He knew that what he was going through, that he knew that his life purpose was worth going through all that sacrifice. What are you willing to go through? What is that things that is so important to you that you are willing to take so much sacrifice for it? You are willing to fight for it. Take the time, discover your why, because as you discover the reason of your presence here on earth, your life will never, never be the same again. I mean, every morning you wake up excited. You wake up so happy, so joyful, knowing why you are waking up, knowing that why you are doing the things that you are doing. Oh, yes, your life will never be the same again. Take the time to discover the reason of your presence, because the one who created heaven and the earth said that you were born on purpose, for a purpose, and with a purpose. Discover the purpose of your life. He says that you were born to do great things. What is that great things that the Lord God created you to do? Take the time to discover it, and you will see your life will never be the same again. You will live a life of joy and happiness every single day, despite the circumstances. And as you think, as you work on your purpose, you might as well practice what my mentor called OQP. Practice only quality people. Oh, yes. Show me your friend, and I'll tell you who you are. I mean, it's necessary for you, in order to fulfill that great dream. It's necessary for you to surround yourself with quality person, to surround yourself with positive thinking people, to surround yourself with open-minded people, to surround yourself with people who are hungry to make it in life, determined to make their life count. Surround yourself with people that whenever you fall, they will help you to stand. They will help you to keep pushing, to keep going. Surround yourself with people who will tell you that your dream is possible, with people who help you believe that it is possible. And flee from negative, toxic people. Flee from them, because the only thing that they will bring into your life is only fear and doubt. And you don't want that. You don't want fear and doubt. So surround yourself with quality people. Take yourself a mentor, a coach that will help you get to that dream faster. And as you surround yourself with those positive mindset people, I think it will be necessary for you also to start serving your gift. Serve your gift to the world. I mean, even at the beginning, you can serve your gift freely, because my favorite book says that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So serve your gift freely to the world. Serve it at least at the beginning. Serve it freely. And the book of life also says that give and it shall be given unto you. A great measure, pressed down, running over, shaking together, will be poured onto your bosom as you give. So I want to end this session by telling you that your dream life is possible. Whatever you have in your heart, believe that it's possible. Believe that it's possible, because I believe in you, and I believe that you can make it, and I believe that you will make it. So I just want to encourage you, take action and go ahead, do it. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Wow, 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 wow. That's very strong, very powerful. You give me goosebumps, you give me cheers when you're talking about your son. You just resonate with me a lot, because I have a
Amen.
son and I love him so much. And it's this story resonate with me a lot. Like, you make me excited. You give me, I was going to cry, everything. Holy, like you just sent huge power, a dose of inspiration all the way from Switzerland, traveling all
Yes.
the way to Canada. It's like amazing how, like, from a meaningless life to a meaningful, intentional life, full of
Yeah.
determination, full of
Yeah.
hope, full of
Yeah.
power, full of energy. Wow, like honestly, like from the moment you open your mouth till you finish, your speech is very powerful. It need to
Thank
be
you.
shared like with thousand, with like, especially for women,
Yeah.
because is a lot of a lot of women that they struggle,
Yeah.
or man at the same time, but
Yeah.
from lacking self-confidence
Yeah.
and living a life with no meaning, with no
Yeah.
desire, with no
Yeah.
GPS. You feel
Yeah.
like you are
Exactly.
driving your car and you are
Exactly.
going back and forth till you
Yeah.
are out of gas, and you said,
Mm,
oh my goodness, like, I am out of gas, what shall I do now? But
exactly.
when you decide that before I get in that car, I know where I'm going, I know my
Exactly.
direction, so that
Yes.
way you have a purpose, you have a meaning, you have a joy.
Yeah.
And I have that epiphany when I find my purpose. I was lost, I was everywhere, but when I found that purpose, I was living joy, love,
Amen. Yes.
peace, and gratitude.
Yes.
Like,
Exactly.
even in the darkness in my life, I'm happy and smiling and looking at it.
I'm so happy. Exactly. Exactly,
It's
Ali.
it's like
It,
you see the obstacle. It is even the rejection. I see it as redirection. Like,
exactly.
you give me that rejection, it's a big fat yes to me. Give me
Yes.
that big no, it's a big fat yes to me.
Yes.
So it's not like you're giving me yes and expecting me to give up or stop. No,
No way.
this is all about faith, a
Yes.
leap of faith, strong faith in God, and
Strong
certainty.
faith.
I
Yeah.
wrote a quote the other day that was my quote, and sometimes I get a burst of wisdom and I write it before it go away. I said, hope is holding the key of certainty to open any lock of adversity or obstacle.
Wow. Hope is holding the keys of certainty to open any door of
Any lock of
any lock.
obstacle or adversity.
Oh, wow. To open any lock of obstacle or adversity.
So when you
Wow.
have a
Wonderful.
key and you know it
Yes.
will open any lock that is
Yeah.
obstacle, that
Yes.
is a quote, Ali Itarnishi. So
Ali.
that is hope. Honestly, that is hope,
Yes.
because we see
Yeah.
light in the darkness. We need leaders that are holding the torch of hope, holding the
Yes.
torch of happiness.
Truth of God.
We
Yeah.
have sadness, we have negativity everywhere. In news,
Everywhere.
you open the news, you find like
Bad news. Only bad news.
news. You go to the street, bad news. Where is love? Where is peace? What's the reason for us to be living on this planet?
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that spark, for just bringing that light and
Thank you,
sharing it. we
Ali.
need we need more people like this, and I really appreciate. We have 1 minute left, and I just want to thank you so much for sharing this with us.
Thank you,
uh,
Ali, for inviting me. It was really an honor and my pleasure. So I can't wait for the next time. Thank you so much. And thank you, you people listening to us. You are blessed and you have greatness within you. So I just want to say thank you to you all.
Thank you very much. And always remember, a dose of inspiration with Ali will finish with this: let it go. As Fanny said, let it go so you can embrace your greatness. Let it go
Yes.
so you will discover yourself and you live
Yes.
a life of meaning, of hope, of greatness. Thank you very
Yes.
much, really, and have
You're
a wonderful
welcome.
day. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You too. Have a wonderful day.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.